Hello designers, I'm sure some of you might have been told that building a website means learning an entire new skill set, coding, dev handoffs, months of back and forth. But what if I told you that's just not right anymore? I've been using Framer and I genuinely think this is the most underrated tool in a designer stack right now. And here are 6 reasons why I think so, and I'm sure by the end of this video you'll be convinced to try Framer at least once. Starting off with reason number 1, it just feels like home. The first thing I noticed when I came onto Framer was that this feels just like Figma or any other design tool that I've used. And if you spend a lot of time designing on Figma or any such similar tool, you'll be building real working pages within your first hour itself. Not fiddling with settings or trying to learn how to lay out stuff, you'll be actually building, and the best part is, you can just copy frames from straight out of Figma and paste it right here and just go live with it. I've already made such a video, you can watch this, where I'm copying sections from Figma and bringing it right onto Framer, and that's it, your web page is ready. And not just that, last week I made a video on Framer where I have not even opened a Figma file. I did everything right in Framer and I was able to create a complete UX portfolio website. So this is the design pages where you can start brainstorming and ideating. It works just like any other design tool. You can use rectangles, you can use auto layouts, and there are text layers, images, icons, everything is possible right here. And then once you're done with this, you just right click on that design and say create web page, and your web page is ready to go live. So yeah, it's so damn easy to get started in Framer and go live with a website. Reason number 2, animations that would take devs days or weeks to create is possible in Framer within a couple of minutes. And it's very easy to get started as well. But first, let me just show you an example of the different scroll animations that are possible. So here is a website on Framer by Archer, and you can see that as soon as I load it, there is a zoom in animation, and then there are all these scroll animations that are happening on a scroll, all these micro interactions. So as I scroll, things are coming from the bottom, they are scaling. So all these along with parallax animations and a lot more is possible in Framer very easily within a couple of minutes. So apart from this, if you're not comfortable creating your own animation, there are also these different components that you can use which are available completely free on the marketplace. So for example, this one, I scroll down, there is a 3D parallax effect and there is a 3D twist as well. So it's very easy to use this. You just copy the component and just use it right away on your website. I've already done a video on this. You can check out the previous video where I've shown you how to get started with marketplace components. And these are just a couple of other examples. So again, this is reacting to your cursor. So again, a parallax floating animation, and this is slightly more complex. So you have these particles which are reacting to your cursor, and as I scroll, these are getting converted to different logos. So you can see how you can use these in your website as well, and it's very easy. Just copy it and use it right away. And apart from these, there are a huge bunch of these components. So it has a huge marketplace with a variety of these components which you can directly copy and start using it. So all these are free. You also have paid ones as well, which are slightly more complex and really amazing. And you can just click on one thing and start using it right away. So yeah, that's how easy it is to get in animations onto your Framer's website. But let me just also show an example on how we can implement it. So for example, here is a template, which is again from the marketplace. If I preview this, you can see that there are some interactions here. But let's say, for example, I want this section to come in by fading from the bottom. So that's the kind of scroll animation I want on scrolling down. So it's very easy. Let me just go back here. All you got to do is just click on this section where you want to animate. And once it is selected on the right side, just click on this FX, and you want it on scroll, so go to scroll and say scroll animation. So yeah, the trigger already says layer in view, that's good. Instead of fade in, I want it to scale in from the bottom. So you already have a scale in from bottom, and let's try it out. So if I just go back here and preview this, and if I scroll, yeah, it just comes in as a bounce. So instead of that, I want to just ease it a little more. So I just come back here, and in the enter effect, I will just come here and just increase the timing here. So let me just keep it to 1.4 milliseconds looks good. You can see the preview here. So I'll just close this again, try to preview this. And now if I scroll, there you go. And if I go back again, it scales down. Within just a couple of seconds, I was able to get the scroll animation. And for you to explain this to a dev and get it exactly to your liking would take at least a day. And that's again constant back and forth. But with Framer, it's so damn easy. So if you care about motion design, and in this era, you should definitely, because that is what separates good sites from great ones. So Framer is definitely on a completely different league on that terms. Moving on to reason number 3 is definitely the plugin ecosystem that Framer has. And out of that, one plugin definitely stands out for me, and that is the AI plugin, which is called Workshop. So let me just quickly show you an example of that, and you'll understand why it is so powerful and amazing. So for example, in this hero section, there is a title here and there is a subtext. So it says no pressure, just possibilities. But instead of that, I want to add more like a metrics and also add a micro interaction to it. So one thing that comes to my mind is adding, let's say, the viral videos that this studio has delivered. For example, let's say 1,000+ viral videos delivered. And to have that 1,000 go from 0 to 1,000 is the kind of animation that I want. And right away out of the box on Framer, it's not possible. So all you got to do is come here and search for the plugin called Workshop. It's a very simple plugin. It just has input text and you can just give it a prompt. So here I will just say I need a counter that goes from 0 to n. And I also want a suffix to it. And I also need a suffix. So just given your prompt in simple English and just say enter, and it's starting to think and it's going to the LLM, and within a couple of seconds it'll start coding this particular plugin. There you go, it has started to code. It's writing the code right here, and probably within a couple of seconds we should have a component ready that we can reuse right away. So yeah, there you go, we have the component ready, and all you got to do is just cut it from here. So Command X, come here, right click on this and say paste in place, and that will paste it right here. So I just need to make some tweaks. So I'll just change the height here. And for every component created on the right side, you have the properties related to it. So here, instead of 100, I will say, let's say 990. And there is a prefix also it added, but I just need the suffix here. So I'll say 990 plus viral videos delivered. And here I will probably want to change the text color slightly to a gray here. And the text is too large. So I'll just come into this font here and reduce the size to, let's say, 24. There you go. I think I like it. So I'll just preview this one. Okay, let me just reload this once again for you. So there you go. You see the micro interaction happening here. The counter is going from 0 to 990. And that was just done in a couple of seconds, or let's say less than a minute. And that's how easy it is to get whatever is in your mind into a reality on your website. And again, I can just go back and start prompting and make changes to it. Or if I want to play around with the code, I can just come to assets and this particular component will get added. I can tweak around with the code as well. And yeah, apart from that, you also have a huge ecosystem of plugins. So I just go to browse plugins, and that's going to lead to a page where you have all these plugins listed. So you have things like spell check, you have Lotte animations, you can connect to Google Sheets, and there is a whole bunch of plugin ecosystem that you can play around with. I'm not going to go through all this, but yeah, you can just see how huge the plugin ecosystem is. So moving on to reason number 4 is the built-in CMS that doesn't require a developer. Actually, working with blogs or having collections on your website, it's slightly complicated. You actually need a developer to set up the database and stuff like that, or you at least need some plugins on other website builders. But here it is all built in. You just come on to the website that you have and jump onto the CMS, and here you can start adding new collections or new items to an existing collection. So for example, this site is published, and let's say this is the blog page that we have here. And here I have a couple of blogs. It has a title, it has a thumbnail, and it has a body to it. So if I come back here, this is exactly what you're seeing. So I can just add in a new item and add a new blog, and that's how easy it is. Or let me just tweak an existing blog here and show you how easy it is. So for example, in this one, I want to change the thumbnail. I just change it here. I come to my images, and let's say this is the one that I want to add. So I'll just drop in it here and maybe change the title. So I just add a title here and just say publish. And within a couple of seconds, your blog is ready to go live. So if I just refresh this, you should be able to see the thumbnail change and the title change. So yeah, that's how easy it is to get your CMS ready and go live with your blog or different collections that you have. Reason number 5 is definitely the built-in SEO and the performance that Framer provides with no extra plugins. So I've worked with other web builders as well, which are no code, but they need extra plugins. Some are paid plugins, but here everything is built in, and the performance which Framer provides is definitely top notch. I've been using Framer for quite a while, and the website it delivers, they are like very snappy. It opens up within a fraction of a second. So let me just show you a couple of SEO options as well. So if I come back here, all you got to do is go to a page, just click on this more options, go to settings, and here you're able to give your title, your URL, your page description, again for metadata and stuff. And the best part is you're able to see a quick preview of how it is going to look on Google's search page. And apart from that, you also have some more advanced settings as well. So once you go into general settings here, you again can give a site-wide description, and then accessibility option, which is again very important for SEO. And if you come down, you also have different options of adding Google Analytics. So you can just bring in your Google Analytics ID and you can start tracking your traffic and your search console as well. So all that is possible. And also you have robot.txt and llms.txt, which is again a latest thing where you can allow the AI crawlers to understand your website much better. So yeah, it's again updated for the latest AI era as well. Yeah, that's about SEO. And if you're trying to build something that actually needs to rank on Google, this matters a lot, and Framer is already ready and built for this. Moving on to reason number 6 is definitely the total creative freedom that Framer provides. I've used a lot of web builders and all of them are just a box of constraints. They probably give you a lot of templates, but once you start using it and start adding your content to it, you immediately hit a ceiling. But Framer is not like that. Framer doesn't have a ceiling. It's like a canvas which is freeform with all the design controls that a professional tool provides. And the best part is once you're done designing and ideating, it's just ready to go directly to the web without a developer in the loop. And to show you an example of how powerful Framer is, I just want to show you one website, and I'm sure after seeing this, you will be like convinced how powerful Framer is. So this is an example by Perplexity. So again, you can see it is trusted by top companies. So this is a page on Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'm just going to scroll through this and you can start seeing the animations, the 3D animations that are happening and how snappy it is. So everything is happening as I scroll through all these different animations. You have hover effects and all these effects that you see on the background. And there you go. Once I scroll in, it just brings you to a whole soccer field, which is again in 3D that I can scroll through. And these are nothing but the different goals that CR7 has. So yeah, you can see how snappy and powerful it is. And apart from this, you could also go wild with something like what the studio has created. So here you can just scroll through this in 3D space, and you can just create something wild or experimental like this. These are the different works that the studio has created. Or you could also do something fun like which Adam here has created for his portfolio. So this is a Windows style, and you can go through the Explorer here. You can just drag things around. So I just wanted to show you how fun and creative that you can get with Framer. And if you're still not convinced, you should just hop on to framer.com/gallery. And this is a huge collection of websites that are created on Framer. And you can just go through the preview of these and you'll be able to understand how creative and wild you can go with the websites on Framer. So yeah, with all this, all what I wanted to say is Framer is an amazing combination of the freedom, the speed, and the fact that what you design is what goes live. And that's what makes Framer completely different from everything else in the space. If you have been trying to put out your website or struggling to create your website because you think it is too much work or it's too tedious, then this is your sign to try out Framer. And there is a link in the description below that will help you get started for free. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Go explore, go build, and create that dream website that you always had in mind. And definitely don't forget to put it in the comments below. I genuinely would love to see what you guys have created. And as always, if you loved this video, do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.